Wait, so the FDA has approved the first human trial for Elon Musk's brain chip company Neuralink. So wait, didn't Neuralink just torture a bunch of like monkeys to death trying to like, I don't know, I don't even know what they're trying to do. Like a brain computer interface is like so complicated. It's like it's not going to happen. And what human trials are they doing? Elon Musk's biggest fan when the Reddit lord's invention leaves him permanently disabled. Sorry, Rage. Yeah, it's appropriate because he's like, get it out of my head, get it out. Oh my gosh, yeah. Imagine like if the human trials are like voluntary, like you have to volunteer to do it because nobody's gonna like. Yeah, how are human trials gonna be chosen for this? It'll be like some Elon Musk stan will be like, yes, please Elon, cut open my head and put your Elon chip in my head, daddy. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be a nightmare. Yeah, didn't. Oh yeah, Elon Musk's Neuralink has reportedly killed 1,500 animals in 4 years. How does it even happen? Like, what are they doing to these monkeys? It's mostly monkeys, right? Maybe rats. Because apparently rats have similar brains to humans, and that's why like so many tests are done on rats, right? But yeah, cutting open the brain of an animal just to like, I don't know, put wires into it, like attach electrodes to it. Like what are they actually doing? Like, here's the thing about like something like Neuralink, okay? It's just sci-fi, right? Like a lot of Elon Musk I don't know, things that he talks about, like a lot of the big ideas that he talks about to get like a lot of media attention, it's all just like old sci-fi shit. Like the idea of like going to Mars to like make permanent human colonies on Mars. Yeah, that was like that was like a science fiction trope from like the 1960s or something. The idea of like creating a brain computer interface is something from like, I don't know, the 1980s. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Or I don't know that's from actually, but like it's like purely science fiction, and he's talking about it as if it's like a real thing that could possibly be achieved, right? He wants to play like the role of the genius billionaire inventor philanthropist guy that's like, yes, I will make all of this real. I will make anime real. I will make anime categories real with my genius billionaire emerald brain. But like, he's just taking old ideas that people much smarter than him have written about extensively decades ago and talking about it as if it's something that could be achieved. Like, and he doesn't even know what he's talking about, right? There's a reason why Elon Musk fans are like some of the dumbest people that you're going to interact with online. They're the kind of dumb people who like to pretend that they are smart, right? They're following Elon because like he kind of acts like the character of the smart, like, genius inventor, right? And he doesn't play it very well. He could have pulled it off like 5 or so years ago when he was just like the Tesla guy, the electric car guy, who kind of appealed to like technocratic liberals who just wanted like an electric car, right? Having like electric cars with batteries in them was like an actual feasible thing that could be achieved. We now know that like Teslas do not turn out so well, but electric vehicles are starting to become more of a thing now, more acceptable now. But like colonizing Mars, not gonna happen for like at least another 2 decades, okay? Humans haven't been to the moon even since like what, the 80s, right? Because there's no point in going to the moon, right? First of all, yeah, we would have to go to the moon first before going to Mars, right? The moon is much closer to Earth than Mars is. Going to Mars is like a months long journey. Going to the moon takes like a few days. And yeah, we would have to like use the moon as a stepping stone to get to Mars. That's the practical path to colonizing Mars. But no, Elon is just like the big picture guy. He's the ideas guy, right? And anyone in any company who has ever worked on a real like project knows that idea guys are useless. Okay, if you're not bringing technical knowledge to the table, if you're not contributing in like a on the ground, like boots on the ground, meaningful way, then you're not really doing much, right? Yeah, Elon likes to hear himself talk, likes to like imagine himself like some genius guy when he is like, yeah, just recycling old science fiction tropes. And because Elon has such a superficial understanding of scientific matters, yeah, he doesn't even understand like how difficult it's going to be, right? Like Elon unironically said, we're going to be like going to Mars by 2020. He said this. He said it in like 2010 or something. Like he said like we're gonna go to Mars. We are going to Mars. Trust me, bro. In just a few years, SpaceX is gonna be launching missions to Mars. He never even talked about missions to the moon, right? It's like anyone who knew anything about space travel would tell you that like, yeah, we're not going to Mars. Okay, it's not gonna happen, not for another like 20 years. Because he has such a superficial understanding, he does not understand like all the like stepping stones, all the like steps that have to be taken on that long path to actually achieving that, right? There are so many technical issues that have to be overcome in like building a vehicle that would actually like bring that many humans to Mars. It's like yeah, that would be great. That would be great if we could do that. Yeah. Nobody is against the idea of like human colonies on Mars, but like how are you actually going to get this done? It's not going to happen. Again, yeah, it will eventually be a thing as long as like human civilization keeps going the way it is, right? As long as it doesn't collapse, right? And in a way, talking about it does like do some good because you're like inspiring young people to be interested in science and like pursue careers in science, and that's great and all. But like, don't lie to people and say like, yes, yeah, we're going to Mars in 10 years. Yeah, we're going to invent Neuralink. And like running tests on these animals. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what progress they're making on Neuralink, but I would be surprised if they made any actual like tangible progress in like creating like a brain computer interface. Oh, it's like Feed, the book, science fiction book Feed. I read that in high school, where it's like a dystopia where like people are connected to people have like chips in their nervous systems that like connect to computers. And yeah, it's really messed up. Like it was not a desirable thing. There were stories about like people like their chips malfunctioning and them getting like paralyzed and stuff. Like even if it's possible to invent this kind of thing, it's going to be many decades from now where it's going to be feasible for like people to actually have chips installed in them en masse. And yeah, the other thing is like Musk's paranoid and conspiratorial army of online fans think Bill Gates wants to chip them with COVID vaccines, but are totally fine with this. Yeah. It's like there are microchips inside the vaccines, but also, please, Daddy Elon, like insert your microchip into my spinal cord, so you can beam SpaceX and Tesla ads directly into my brain. Oh my God, do you have any idea like how dystopian the idea of like computer chips connected directly to our nervous system is? Like this was in the book Feed, right? It's like we can have like advertisements beamed directly into our heads, or like the government can like read our thoughts and emotions and like police us that way. It's like, it's literally 1984, okay? Literally. It's kind of like how the term metaverse was coined by like a science fiction author in like the 80s who was writing about, you know, a dystopian future where people lived in the metaverse more than like the real verse, the universe, the physical verse, and that messed up their lives. It's like the original Ready Player One, where like people are living in a false reality and are disconnected from the real reality. And and Mark Zuckerberg heard that and said, "Yeah, that's cool. Build that." Yeah. Here it is. This is the thing that this made me think of. This is like from November 8th, 2021. Sci-fi author. In my book, I invented the Torment Nexus as a cautionary tale, and then at long last, we have created the Torment Nexus from classic sci-fi novel. Don't create the Torment Nexus. Yeah, the point of the book is that the metaverse was bad, but Mark Zuckerberg was like, the metaverse. Wow, that sounds like a very cool name. That's what I want to name my Second Life clone. That is somehow worse than Second Life. Cyberpunk. The bright lights and shiny tech is to distract you from the atomization of your community and the stripping of your human rights to the point you're considered a little more than a number. Tech bros, how cool is that shiny thing with Cyberpunk? Yo, Cyberpunk is so cool with its neon lights and its cool robots, dude. And like it's so cool how like corporations like control everything. Corporations are like their own governments and stuff. I would totally work for Arasaka. I would totally be like a CEO for like Arasaka, dude. That would be sick. Can you imagine if that was real? Or yeah, here's the other one. Wow, cool robots. And the point of Gundam is like, yeah, war is bad. Like you didn't get the whole thing. You didn't get the message of like the whole thing. What is this? Gave up on his chance at happiness and a semi-normal life so people could have theirs. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, he like sacrifices his own life. Fueled by his PTSD and the loss of countless innocent lives, like his fellow Marines and his pet rabbit Daisy, overcome overwhelming loss. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that piece of lore. He had a pet rabbit named Daisy and it fucking died, dude. Aw. Yeah, those. I would also become the Doomslayer if my pet was killed. Earn the powers of demigod and use them for good. The dude locked himself in hell for eons, so he's got to be really touch-starved. Please don't. Oh yeah, please, yeah. Yeah, literal eons of just slaying demons must get old after a while. He must. Yeah, he just needs to be cuddled, and the Doomslayer just wants to be loved. Yeah, he's got to take a break sometime, right? Yeah, the whole genre of cyberpunk began with like Blade Runner, the book Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, which is like, yeah, the future is very bleak. Cyberpunk is supposed to be a dystopia, but nerds are like, whoa, cyberpunk is so cool. I wanna live in cyberpunk 2077, where like there are a bunch of cool robots and like cyborgs. Yeah, class disparity is bad. We should improve society somewhat. Yeah. like clearly humanity's going down a bad path where like evil corporations are going to like control everything and like destroy the environments to create this technology that's not going to make anyone's life better. Class disparity is bad. Unrestrained capitalism leads to destruction. We must adjust the rapidly changing future to sustain our lifestyles and species. Transhumanism is the next step in evolution, but should be approached cautiously. Yeah, I watched the cyberpunk anime, and man, it was brutal. It got really fucking real. Okay, it got really real. Like, yeah, transhumanism is gonna happen again. Like, if humanity doesn't like undergo civilizational collapse within the next century, we're gonna have some kind of transhumanism. But like, cutting off parts of your body and replacing it with like tech is gonna not turn out great. We should probably stop our hedonistic expansion before it destroys our planet. Yeah. Cyberpunk 2077. Doge. Robo Doge. Yeah. Honestly, destroying the planet is worth it if we get Robo Doge, right? Anyways, we were talking about Neuralink. So, yeah, they're going to do human trials with Neuralink when we haven't seen any results from the animal trials. We know that a bunch of animals died in horrible ways, right? Trying to like, I don't know, rip the chips out of their bodies. Like, I don't even know what evil scientist experiments they were doing to these like innocent little monkeys, but it couldn't have been good. And like, you think if they had something, they would show it. Like, if it was possible for like to link a monkey's brain to a computer, you would think they would show that. Like, yo, look, check this out. This monkey is playing video games with his brain. Like, wouldn't that be sick if they had that? If they actually had something, that I'm pretty sure they would show it. But no, they don't have shit. They don't have anything, and they know they don't have anything. Yeah, what's going to happen with putting brain implants in human beings? Like, hello? Like, is it going to happen? Like, is this actually going to happen? Or is this just like, I don't know, like a media thing? Is this to like distract from like Elon's failures running Twitter? Like I can't see this like actually being a thing. And yeah, someone said I'm gonna get a Neuralink chip installed about like a decade or so after Elon Musk gets one, right? Yeah, Elon should be the guinea pig for his own Frankenstein experiments. Oh yeah, the blue checks. The blue checks should volunteer because they've already dedicated their lives to Elon. So like they've already like metaphorically lobotomized themselves by like doing this shit. So it's not much of a leap to like actually mess with their brain in a physical way. I will never believe they told the truth in those documents. Yeah. It's easy to lie on paper, but they haven't shown anything. They haven't shown any actual results. And the thing is, like, there are like interfaces with the nervous system. Like, hold on, here it is, the robot arm prosthetic controlled by thought. Like, we already sort of have interfaces between the nervous system and machines, right? The thing is, like, if you have a prosthetic arm, And let me get to the hello. The interface is not with the brain directly. The interface is between the arm and like and the arm. The interface is between like the nervous system here in the stump, right, and the prosthetic. It's not like linked directly to the brain. Walking directly with someone's brain is always going to be a risky maneuver, a risky venture.
This is not a gun. Come up and inspect. I said, you can see. There's both hands. I can't do anything else. I said, what it is?
Yeah, see, it looks like the prosthetic is detachable, so they got like an interface here. Somehow, like the neurochemical or the nervous system sends the signals into here, and it gets interpreted by the interface, and then is translated into movement in the robotic arm. So like this is already sort of a thing, right? So like I don't know what Elon is hoping to achieve, right? So yeah, back to like the Elon has a superficial understanding of the technology. He does not understand like how many steps we're gonna have to take before we even like approach creating a prototype for something like a Neuralink. Like it's not just that the technology isn't there. We have to like invent new technologies just to even start engineering something like that, right? Something like this is going to be the first step. Just basic interfaces between the nervous system and machines. Prosthetic limb. Let me see how it works exactly.
I used to be a salesman, and in 2000,
Why is it so quiet?
I was diagnosed with having cancer in my left forearm. It was so aggressive it just wouldn't even slow down. So in 2008.
Okay, so it kind of works. I mean, it moved.
Chance of life. You don't think that doesn't make me happy and give me that much more of a drive? Yes, it does.
Ready and go. Hold it, hold it, and relax.
Johnny Matheny has become
the wrist can swivel all the way around. That's a cool feature. Yeah.
Think of a guinea pig for experimental prosthetics.
Hand open.
What he's testing here
Okay.
in the Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory,
So it kind of
is a
works.
glimpse into the future of how humans and machines interact. It's a mind-controlled arm that attaches directly to his skeleton, and it's the result of a decade of work.
Attaches
directly to his skeleton.
Attaches directly to his skeletal.
And it's
That what
the
it said?
result of a decade of work and $120 million of military funding.
$120 million of military funding to create an arm, a robot arm that can sort of interpret nervous system signals that way, right? It's like,
So this is the first.
and yeah, how much funding did Neuralink get? Did it get over $100 million? Probably Elon Musk like gave a few $1,000,000 to some like grad students and was like, here, give me something I can show to give me something I can post on Twitter. And I don't think he ever posted anything about it.
Time that
Nothing like, no actual results, right?
we're attaching a prosthetic device to an implant that protrudes out of his skin and allows the prosthesis to actually be physically attached to his skeleton.
Okay, elbow extend.
Actually attached to his skeleton.
Elbow in. I had a problem with all the arms that I was working with. I was having skin breakdown on my stump. With osteointegration, you don't have to worry about suction on the stump. You can have it directly to the implant, and so therefore, you can continue wearing it, no matter what.
Johnny's implant allows for more strength and mobility, but maybe more impressive is he can control the arm with his thoughts. For this, he had to undergo another surgery to rearrange the nerves from his missing arm.
All right, so we'll start with.
He had to undergo surgery to rearrange his nerves. If you're doing that to your brain, if you're rearranging the neurons in your brain, then like, that's gonna fuck up your brain.
Ready? It's pronate. Supinate. Go.
We are actually witnessing something that
Oh, it's wireless. Cool.
never been done before. Is Johnny really controlling that limb simply by thinking about it with normal intuitive thought? We are using wireless myobands to transmit that muscle activity. So now when he thinks of moving his missing limb, he now contracts those newly reinnervated muscles.
Elbow flexion, ready, and go. Hand open, and go. Wrist rotate in, and go. Ready, and go, and go, and go.
It's hard.
Oh wait, this was 7 years ago. Okay. Yeah, anyway, yeah, Elon is not going to create a Neuralink anytime soon. Sorry, guys.